Well, we're beginning week 2 of this trial, day 6. The prosecution is looking to rest their case likely today, maybe not till tomorrow because we got a late start. There's been a tremendous outpouring of support from the community, including a number of activist organizations have banded together to demonstrate out here at the courthouse. We filled the courtroom with supporters. Everybody's wearing these green ribbons that identify us with the defendant. There's a handful of supporters for the victim of this whole incident. It really doesn't have that much to do with this case, except for that's why Kyler's facing charges. We've got a big rally scheduled for today in a very short period of time. People are beginning to gather right now. And we're really hopeful that our presence in the courtroom is going to impact the outcome. The jurors don't know a lot of what's happened in this case, nor will they. So that's one of the things that we're here to do, and getting our message out there that there's something going on more than that jury's hearing about. And I've seen it work many, many times before. I'm with the group called the Human Solution, and we help to organize this kind of support for defendants in civil rights violations, mostly with having to do with cannabis, which this one does. So in this case, it's particularly unique in that there's an Expost Facto factor, which means after the fact. Our Congress says very clearly Congress will pass no Expost Facto laws. And what it means is you can't pass a law and then go charge a person with a crime that occurred before that law was passed. And they have a law here in Kansas that has it's an accessory type of law that says if you're involved in a violent crime that could lead to the death of somebody, that you can be charged with it. Well, after this incident happened, before Kyler was charged, they passed an amendment to that law that added marijuana cases charges to a list of dangerous substances that could tie to this law. So after the fact, months after the fact, this amendment was passed. It all of a sudden affected Kyler, and that's why he's facing murder charges over a robbery case, essentially. Just things, fortunately, that is coming out in this case, but Kyler, only thing he had to do with this case was he introduced one party to another, obviously not thinking that this was going to be a robbery. When the guns came out, Kyler was the first one to get shot, and he took 2 hits, went down, played dead, which is the only thing that saved his life. He'd be dead today if the shooter actually thought that he was still alive. And that, fortunately, is coming out in this case. However, the judge's instructions are going to push the jury towards a conviction, and hopefully our message of jury nullification out here will at least, let those jurors know that they have an option to say not guilty without any fear of punishment from that judge. The thing that I would like to make about this case is this is not the only time this is happening. This prosecutor has a whole slew of cases just like this one. And this is the first one that the community is standing up and saying, wait a minute, we know what you're up to and it's not okay. And our hope is that by our presence being here, it's going to affect other people in other cases just like this one where civil rights have been grossly violated. Okay.
Oh, you're filming.
Under it than over it.
So what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
And again, what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Every single one of you that have taken your day, your time, your energy to come stand here, what you are doing is that office right there. Don't think they're not seeing us right now. Don't think they're not watching us right now.
No, they're standing there. You can see
Because they are standing right there.
They got invited today.
We want justice! And Mark Bennett, do not sleep do not eat, do not rest until that corrupt man is out of office. He's coming up in 2016. And the very thing that we need to do is we make sure that these people like this that will manipulate, buy corporate, the corporate money and legislation, we have to stop that. Everybody said that had money, let me rephrase that, everybody that had money said, Jennifer can't run for governor. She's not a politician. Guess what? Every single person, one of you standing right here today, needs to stand up and you need to run for a position. And then the rest of us real people that know what it's like to struggle paycheck to paycheck, to get a company off the ground, to work your butts off 12 hours a day, we are the ones that have to communicate and get these people out of office. Do you understand that? It's critical. That is critical to the future of my grandchildren, to the future of your grandchildren, because whose son is going to be shot by a premeditated robber and then expect to be charged with murder? Who does that? Kansas. That man up there does that. He's been doing it. He's been doing it. And I'm not done fighting for all of those people that are wrongfully incarcerated. Tyree Conway, Kiara Williams, life sentences. Didn't hurt anyone. They simply knew marijuana was there, so they went to prison for life. Is that justice to you?
No!
So what is it we want again?
Justice!
And when is it we want it?
Now!